Pause.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a long needed session 10 of Lost Mine of Delver, the Hamony Chronicles.
Mhm.
I know it's been if you're watching this in real time. Well, I guess that would be kind of amazing because it's recorded and I don't stream it. But if you're waiting episode by episode, you'll notice there's a big gap. But we're finally back, and in our last episode, the party went to go find Cragmore Castle. And after some checks and stuff like that, they eventually found the castle.
Where the fuck shit up?
Coming
Mhm.
across it, the party happened to notice a slight green glow coming from inside the walls, wherever arrow slits or holes in this castle that at one time was pristine, and you can tell it there was definitely a lot of care happening to it. There are seven main uh, what's the word I'm looking for, towers coming from the ground, but over some time there has been serious lack of care to it. So most of these inside of it is crumpled down, exposed to the sky. There are definitely some roofs, and but all in all, there is a lot of rubble, and there are goblins, and the group found a group of goblins led by Yeg, and he was bossing around the other goblins. And once he went down, the other goblins tried to get away, but the infamous Bloodletter Lecter would not let them leave. And there's a lot of blood sploon all over the castle. Um,
Uh,
Is that the conjugation of that?
sure, it is now. um,
It is now. You're all good.
So during this time where the other party members were headed inside trying to find their good friend Gundren Rockseeker, um, Saren and Otis happened to be taking watch, and through their orphans wanting to get food, he got sidetracked, and finally they came up to the castle and they hear these sounds of obvious combat. And this is where we'll pick up from Orphan and Saren uh, hearing signs of a battle, and they are they see a giant blood trail leading into the. Actually, they don't see anything yet. Yes, they just see the castle. They hear signs of battle. And what do you do? I got to turn your tokens on.
Yeah, they were reactive summons to magic, wasn't that what it was? I don't remember now.
Yes, there is
There's zombies.
strange things going on. Yeah, we'll get back to
I'm trying because I
Higgs in a
started to
second.
watch it last night and shit. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to figure out.
But we will pick up as Orphan and Saren approach the castle
Right.
after hearing signs of uh, obvious combat. What are you two doing? You come up to the south side of the castle. Um, Knowing
Uh-huh.
your party kind of well, like I said, you hear sounds. You hear the sound of magic going off, swords clinking, uh, the distinct sound of blood on stone. Uh, and you come across a southern entrance. There is a set of stairs, and this castle that is in need of repair. What would you like to do?
It's an exotic meats club. It's just something like a hobby. Oh,
Do you hear that? Anyway, we should just go. If you don't hear, it's fine. And I'm just gonna run towards the castle and just be like, okay. And like run up the stairs. When I get to the entrance, I'm going to try and like.
Mm.
Did you ever see somebody who's like
I will.
trying to be quiet but also speed walking at the same time?
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of that.
Perfect. All right. So the door is still open from Lecter and Higgs going through the door. So the door is wide open, and you it's kind of quiet. You do hear the slight as you came power walking up those stairs. You kind of heard a weird sound of it was like a sound. That's kind of what you heard, but there's nothing in line of sight. You don't. Yeah, actually, you know what, Sarah, make me a perception check. I want to see something.
That what an owl bear sounds like.
I was gonna say, does it sound like an owl and a bear? Or so,
This is a
Um,
combination of
30
it.
So yeah, with a 20, yeah, I mean
Ooh.
that's they're kind of elusive, but that sounds like it could be. There's a high chance that it could be an owl bear somewhere in your close vicinity. You can't, it's somewhere to the east, but you're not 100% sure where it's at. This castle does look quite large, and I will put what the outside of it looked like. I think it was already in the chat, but I'll put it
Mhm.
again for a refresher.
So I will just metagaming. I was legitimately making a smart ass comment. I had no idea that's what an owl sounded like.
So much better.
So
I don't think he necessarily knows that that's what they sound like either. I
yeah.
think that it's just an improv there.
I mean, when
Oh, Kobayashi, fucking.
but but yeah. So Sarah's like, I think that might be an owlbear. I don't know where it's at. We might want to keep guard on that. But as you walk through the door, you will see to the north of you is a heavy canvas curtain that blocks off sight of the area to the north of you. You see just to the west of you, there's a door that's open, and you can see some goblin blood or blood of some type on the ground, and you definitely see some dead goblin bodies sprawled
They were
out.
cooking.
Yeah, they were just doing their cleaning, their cooking prep, and there's a bunch of goblin bodies on the ground. There's some blood and a trail going to your west. But yeah, that's pretty much where you're at.
I'm just gonna be like, Orphan, you should probably get in front of me just in case, because you're beefier. No pun intended.
At my fill, these give me heartburn. But do you want to go straight up or?
Maybe we should follow the trail of dead things. That's probably where our party is, right?
Do they lead in a trail?
I mean, we could
Mm.
try. As he passes me, though, I'm just
I'm
gonna.
going with a Batman, by the way.
Great, yeah. For that, we've moved on. I'm just gonna tap his shoulder and give him bardic inspiration. I'm pretty sure I have it
Okay.
somewhere still, just in case.
And like I think I mentioned it, but as you cross the threshold of this castle, that green glow that you saw from outside is definitely more intense from like as soon as you cross that threshold, and it seems like it's sprawled out throughout the entire castle. There's definitely spots where it is more intense, but there is an odd green glow to this castle. Some of it's growing through the floor, the walls, the rubble on the ground. It's everywhere. It looks almost like a fungus.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I think this is about
God,
my thing. I'm gonna come up to this
can't
door.
say fungus. I watched The Last of Us. Now I can't. You can't say fungus, or I get worried.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's an awesome show, by the way.
Fungus should worry you to begin with as a corn scientist.
Actually,
It's also fairly accurate, but in my
Orphan,
corner world.
do you want to make a stone
Oh yeah.
your special one, stone
Is it a history check?
cunning? It's an intelligence check and double your proficiency.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I guess I am a mountain dwarf, right? So
Yeah.
Stone cunning, that's what it's called.
intelligence check plus proficiency.
Double your proficiency.
Yeah.
All right.
So
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, dope. That's 16 plus 4, so dirty 20.
right. So you obviously know that this is not natural for these stone. You know, you don't see fungus usually growing to it, and you might have heard at one point someone refer to this as phasers, and you kind of remember that it has a weird interaction with magic. It doesn't prevent you from casting it, but it could definitely have some odd side effects.
Affects the
Uh-oh.
weave.
Yeah. Yeah, well, as you manipulate the weave, it definitely will act differently than normal.
Interesting.
I am going to. I'm gonna touch it with Mage Hand.
So, yeah, I mean, there's furry, green, glowing fungus growing from the rock. It moves, but nothing.
Well, he had to cast Mage Hand, right?
You are correct. So when you cast your mage hand, as you start, you know, you're kind of new to magic, right? So
Yes.
as you start casting it and you start
Just
manipulating
fucking
the,
around with shit he don't know what he's doing.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to need you to roll a d20. No modifiers. It's a straight d20.
I wish I was
Maybe
standing.
that's a 3.
I wish
Great.
I wasn't. So,
Okay.
you know,
Now, if I could get you to roll a d100, please.
Oh yeah, some of these are really good.
Some of them
93.
good and then they're bad.
Great. Yeah, right. So as you start, let's see. This is actually kind of funny. So as you start casting this, and you start pulling out your mage hand to try to investigate this this strange fungus, you actually feel a strange feeling in your body as you enlarge yourself. You become large now.
Excellent.
my Bardic never did that.
Yeah,
Now you
so,
can hit him with an enlarged reduce. Now.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Mhm.
so as your mage hand comes out, you're like, this feels, and you double in size, almost as if you cast enlarge on yourself. And I forget what the duration of that might be. Doesn't give me a time, so I think that's only for a second. What is enlarge?
Yeah.
So in the
how-
wording of that, is it the spell enlarge is cast on him, or is it the effect? Is it just an
You
effect?
cast enlarge on yourself. So
Oh, okay, right.
as you send out your mage hand to try to manipulate this fungus, like I said, you grow twice in size, and you know you're all of a sudden now you're like 8 feet tall, and your voice gets deeper. You stretch out your vocal cords. You start talking even lower and deeper. What do you do now?
Saren, I had an idea, but I had to fuck around to find out. So
Mm.
It's funny that you started at Batman. Now it's now it's just like at a tone that humans can't understand. Like,
just please
Mm.
careful casting spells. And
Oh.
I'm gonna get on all fours, and I'm going to walk through this. Well, I'm going to crawl through this door.
you're 8 feet. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you're ducking. So after this conversation,
Still on all fours.
that
Let him crawl through it. It'll be fine.
as you start getting down on your hands and knees to try to fit better through this door that you've never like come close to the header of a door before, you get down and you start like, I guess this is where I'm at now. You will come back to normal size. Is that
Oh.
after about a minute or so, you go back to your normal frame of vision, and you come down and you start to shrink back down again, and no other apparent effects. But You do see more blood trails heading to the north, and you happen to see a goblin, and Lolly is tall enough above a goblin, so you see the head of Lolly just to your north of you, because everyone grows up in a barn and no one shuts doors. But yeah, there are several blood trails, and goblin feet going through previous blood trails. Some of it's going to the west, and I don't know why you can see this goblin. He's off the map.
Am I invisible? I just thought about that.
Lexi
yeah.
is still
How long
invisible.
does our invisibility last?
An hour.
Dang
Wow.
it. So
Well,
we're
then I'm
doing
still invisible.
too.
Because that's why I almost ran into trouble not being able to get healed because I couldn't be seen and shit.
All right.
I can't see you.
I took that potion, that fucking superior.
So as we bring it back
Mine's
to
invisibility bad.
Higgs and the rest of the party. Higgs is part of as he sends his Eldritch Blast, sending it to this Grick that Lecter is in front of, and he's got his blade out, and all of a sudden you see an Eldritch Blast come from behind him, taking out this Grick. And these goblins that were doing questionable things, they start to reanimate and start turning into these zombies.
Oh no.
Oh, the ones up in this top room here.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot.
So they're starting to.
Like, because we have a general sense of where each other is at, even though we're shit. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say you can definitely see Lolly. You can see Lecter because there's enough Eldritch Blast hole to see him. They turn around as these goblins start to reanimate themselves, and they look undead.
wait, where's the lolly at? Where, huh?
Lolly is right here.
Okay. Because I see an empty circle.
Oh.
Me
But
too.
Me too.
oh, now I see it flashed up.
There.
And then Lecter is right in here.
All right, so I'm like like choleric. There's undead in here. You might be interested in that. And is it my turn? Is that what the deal is? Are we like?
Right now we're not in initiative, so you're free to move about the cabin. But
Well, wait a minute. So did it did it move towards? Okay, well,
they're just starting to rise up. They haven't. They're just kind of reanimating themselves. They're kind of halfway between.
There's
a
no
kneel
way
and a
that
stand.
I can't make any argument letting them live or let them be undead. I just can't see how that's a good idea unless they start.
Oh no,
Unless-
no. Because they
Unless
were
it's
like,
typhon out here, and every time I chop off a head, two sprout out in this place and shit.
and they were like scooping blood into that altar. So these were like bad dudes.
Yeah, they were doing some kind of weird shenanigans.
All right, well, I'm gonna just take a. If nothing else, I'm gonna swing on this one.
Okay, go ahead and swing on that one, and then we'll roll initiative.
All right.
Do you have an advantage since he can't see you? Since you are.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible, huh? Yeah, I forgot.
For
Oh,
once, it helps.
Oh,
It didn't
yeah.
help the last time.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Hold on.
Yeah, that definitely hits. But if you want to see if you crit,
No.
that
Oh.
it's-
Well,
So go ahead and do damage, and then
so yeah, sword damage.
Ass, what do you want?
Okay, well, that's not bad. 14 points.
so 14 points. So as this one starts to reanimate, out of nowhere, this golden sword comes out of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Come
I
out
forgot
of.
about that.
Actually, it wouldn't see. It's still invisible, but you see you strike with your golden sword, and it falls instantly back down. So, if I can get everyone to roll initiative.
Totally forgot about that gold shit. Initiative.
have advantage.
Mhm.
Weird. 15.
Oh, it was so. Oh, it moved. Cool. It wasn't on 3, and then it moved right at the end.
So
Mine's
one,
slow.
two.
Double deuce like in Roadhouse.
Quick question: is this door open? So, to the right of Orphan, like you go up and then just right. This one right here.
Yeah. Trying to remember if there. I think we
I
opened
think
it and then we
Lolly like
closed it.
opened and shut it.
Yeah.
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 Gotcha.
And you can see like in this area right in front of it, there is the signs of someone who they found a trap and they disarmed it. So above you is a boulder trap that would fall down, but since that the wire is disengaged, it is not active anymore. The door was unlocked, but it is closed. That's the only one that's closed.
Okay.
All right, so Higgs, you are up first.
All right, well, no needed to stop cutting these fools down here, so we'll ease up on the magic and just go physical attacks here and take a swipe at this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sword. I'm still invisible too.
Mm-hmm. That you are.
It's finally helping me out here.
I almost got Higgs killed because
Mhm.
yeah,
That
I
was
turned
a weird
everybody into
scenario,
fairies
yeah.
invisible.
Because all right,
I
but
legit
18 to
almost
hit.
18 will definitely hit. Sure.
Just go one of these regulars. 10 points of damage.
10 points. So as quickly as it started to rise, it slumped right back down, and it was already lifeless, but it's even more
Mm,
lifeless.
All right, well, since it dropped, I'm going to circle around here.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. That brings us up to that guy. So it does not. You're still invisible. It can't see you. Fuck. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, they rolled a 2. So yeah. Oh yeah. It is just going to just meander. Yep. And that's his turn. Orphan, you're up.
All right.
You hear the sounds of Higgs's blades slashing through some more things. Like I said, right now you
Nope.
see a goblin and Lolly, but that's all you can see from where you're at.
Oh, straight ahead to the north.
Yeah, that door's
Okay.
closed.
Okay, so this door's open though.
Yes.
Okay. Orphan's gonna go, what the fuck? And he's gonna run up to that door slowly because this is a trackpad.
Sorry.
And he's going to swing.
Still large, though, right?
No, that fell off. That only lasted for a minute.
Was that only that was a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we weren't in initiative.
Battle axe. Oh shit. Okay, I have to roll the hit.
Yeah.
But okay, so I missed, but it was a really good swing.
So as you start swinging at this goblin, you hear Lolly go, "No, that's Tuk Tuk. Don't hurt him. He is friend. He is showing us how to get around this castle."
Fuck. Okay,
Oh,
it
he was-
Totally forgot that.
I forgot about all this shit.
he was under the charm spell, right? So you attack him.
Yeah.
Does he make another save? I can't remember how that works.
Yeah.
Or does it just drop?
Oh, I don't know. You may want to look at it.
I would also imagine
Did.
he did not see
It
me.
might be if they take damage.
That was charmed, I believe.
Yeah, charm person.
The charmed creature regards you as friendly acquaintance when the spell ends, and it was charmed. If you or your companions are fighting, it is charmed. you do anything harmful to it.
Uh,
So you didn't hit him. So I'm gonna say it's still under the charm person.
Not to be not here, but wasn't Lolly standing right in front of him? So wouldn't he have had advantage on the swing?
Oh.
He would have if he wants to swing again because he was outside the
I
castle.
wouldn't know.
I can't.
Actually, it's yeah, she was actually right here, but I moved her because people couldn't see. So go ahead and swing again.
I believe that's
I
12
just
missed.
think it'd be funny if we lost.
12 will actually miss, but yeah, that's when Lolly's like, no, that's Tuk Tuk. Don't swing on him. He's friendly for the time being.
mhm.
But yeah, that is unless Orphan wanted to do anything else, like cast another spell. Actually, no, you can't. But
Mhm.
action surge.
Action, sir. Hi, Tuk Tuk.
She just tells you that, and you're just like, action surge. That's
Mhm.
That'd be amazing.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Well, so I kind of broke up. Was there anything else from Orphan?
No.
All right, Sarah, you're up with Roxana on deck.
Cool.
So you see Orphan go to swing at this normally evil goblin, but he completely whiffs. Maybe it's just because he was large and then went back to normal size, and maybe he couldn't get his proportions back into line. So, and then you hear Lolly screaming that don't hit him. That's our friend.
Okay. So Saren's gonna run up, just kind of like look around, and then 5, 10.
I mean, if you look to your west, you would probably see these other goblins hauling ass away from the castle.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to go here. I'm gonna open this door. And-
As you open this door, you see Lecter hovering over this Eldritch blasted crick. It's a plant-like creature with tentacles and other weird things. But you hear to your north, you hear as this zombie is aimlessly walking in a random path.
Can
He's
I-
not evil. He's just bored.
Is the tentacle creature like? Does it seem friendly, or does it seem like?
It seems dead.
Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Question of every job.
Stupid ass.
Seems so friendly.
I know there's not really an exit through it, but
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, and that creep. I guess this thing is like just doing its.
it's aimlessly walking. Maybe Hunan is around the corner. You don't know. You just see this zombie goblin coming towards you.
Cool. In that case, I don't want to do that because
Remember the mold.
I know I don't know if she's not very wise or intelligent. So I don't know if she would pick that up on the first.
Well, I told you.
Oh, that it was the mold?
Yeah. That was the whole, like, I had to fuck around to find out scenario.
Oh, I see. But still, I don't know if she would have picked. I don't
Yeah.
know if been like, oh,
Mm.
okay.
Well, I did say to be careful casting. That's
Oh, she doesn't care what you say.
fine.
Uh,
Do it
Just
anyway.
listen to me.
Yeah. She's just gonna look at
Not
this.
all of them bad. Some of them are good. So you never know.
Exactly. Yeah, she's just gonna go ew, and then cast vicious mockery.
All right. So, as you start manipulating and start forming those words,
Let them ears hear better. What's going on?
I will need you to roll a d20 first.
To be perfectly honest, I love shit like this anyway, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'll cast every time.
Mm.
Whoops, I forgot.
Yeah, I had a wild mage sorcerer that I wanted to go further on. Didn't get too far.
So
It was
your
the
words
wild
come.
magic barbarian ones. It was so fun.
Your words come out, and what do you say as I'm sorry, what did you say as this
Oh.
zombie goblin to start coming towards you?
I just said ew, but I gave like a really like sassy look too, like you're not.
That's a funny word for bitchy.
Feels the burn.
And that's charisma, correct?
No, it's a
But
wisdom.
That would be a 0.
nice, fantastic.
And it's what it.
1 damage.
So it looks at you and you know, it's just like, it's like it's kind of like it's weird. Like it's shouldn't have feelings, but yeah, that ew was more potent than you would expected. But it took hold.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, I don't have to roll a d100.
Nope.
Okay.
You didn't meet the criteria.
Damn.
What was that?
We
should watch it together.
What?
It was lovely. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look it up now.
But Roxana, you're up.
Lolly, it's okay. I'm invisible, but I'm here. Hi, orphan. Hi. Don't
Hello.
hit me. This is our friend, the goblin person.
You
And,
hear Roxana's voice, but you don't see her.
I'll keep waving. Hi, I'm here.
Oh, I
Thank
guess.
you.
Orphan's just looking around.
Did Lolly take up ventriloquism?
No.
Mhm.
5.
Are you still in the room?
Mhm.
I'm going through this door. I think there's something here. And then I'll go across there, and then good lord. Much like my friend, I will also roll a spell because fuck it.
Because you're a caster, that's why.
Because it's what I do. Toll the dead at that zombie, please.
And I will need a d20 first.
Sure.
No idea.
Weird. That was aggressive.
Okay.
Louder than it's ever been.
Taking forever. There we go. Here it goes. There we go. Oh no. Oh good. Phew.
Why it takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
I know, sorry. My internet is a little shaky right now. I don't understand.
That's all right. I'll allow you to
anyway.
roll a d100 for that, please.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I'm already invisible, so not of my own free will. Good. Ooh. Sure this 80.
All right. Okay. For the next minute, you gain true sight out to 60 feet.
Mhm. Yeah, so you see me. I'll light up.
So
Oh good, the invisibility's gone. I can see now.
where is? Let's see.
Is the invisibility gone, or are you just becoming a predator?
Hmm.
Fucking stacks, like just seeps heat.
Keep rolling good. Just fucking.
Hmm.
Oh, that could actually get interesting if All right. All right. So that's a wisdom save, correct? I always forget what Toll of the Dead is.
Correct.
Mhm.
But yeah, he rolled a 15.
Correct.
So as this bell comes up,
He has. Oh, he did roll a 15.
15. Yeah, I think that is.
Okay, then that saved.
No.
Yeah, right. So as you come in and you start trying to Toll of the Dead this zombie goblin, your vision starts becoming a little clearer, and room starts glowing more because true sight and just because. And yeah, you see Higgs, but I guess you are too distracted
Holding
by
sword and shield.
yeah, and you see that he's got out of nowhere you see the new golden sword and shield that he carries.
This shit is dope, man.
He didn't have it when he came in, but he's got it now, and it's not fading. But
Hmm.
that is your turn, unless you had a bonus action you want to do.
No.
Yeah.
Hi,
Right.
Higgs, are you okay? Sorry about the whole invisibility thing. My bad.
Well, yeah.
So
I think it's weird.
as Roxana is clearly looking at Higgs and then saying that she can see him, it is Higgs' turn.
So Higgs gonna cut off the say 15, 20, yeah, I can get to there. All right, yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing. Watch
Okay.
out. Yeah. Watch out, fuck is his name?
Lecter.
Hannibal? Lecter, yeah, Hannibal. Yeah. It's tempted to boom and blade it here, but not this time. Man.
Oh
Why is it
no.
not scrolling down? What the fuck? Oh, and I keep forgetting I'm invisible still.
Yeah, they have single-digit armor class. It's very hard not to hit them.
Alright.
Damn.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits.
Take this. 13 points.
13 points is more than enough to bring him down. So as this zombie creature is walking towards Saren, and everything else is invisible except for Lecter, all of a sudden you see it like take a sword strike, and it falls down, and
My daughter, heck, Lecter. It's me, it's Higgins. It's Higgs.
Oh. Oh.
yeah. So Roxanne saw the sword come through. Saren did, and she just hears voices. She sees Lecter and some a zombie goblin fall to the ground again, and that is the end of combat. So what do you do now?
So this area with this little looks like crumbled to our right here, we don't see through that.
Um,
Hmm.
I see through it.
Hmm.
well, let me roll because it
I
doesn't.
didn't know if it was a crumbled wall or what. I can't tell.
So no, it is high enough that you might see some light coming through at the top of it, but you don't see clear enough picture. I mean, you see that the storm clouds are in the area, and the occasional thunder and lightning coming through. Well, the thunder, lightning, you wouldn't see, but yeah, it's too high. It looks like there's enough of a ceiling there that it's crumbling, and you can, if you wanted to take some time to remove it, you could, but there's a door right there.
No, I'm gonna go over to the door. Well, I mean, is anybody else doing anything urgent here? If not, I'm gonna head over to the door, knowing that I'm still invisible.
And,
and open it up.
Can I see anything with my true sight, other than the ethereal plane or whatever?
Not from where you're at. There are, just dead bodies and blood. You don't not exactly sure what these goblins were doing, but yeah, nothing's got illusion to you. Nothing is anything odd, but as if Higgs opens up the door, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll start walking towards that room where I see Saren.
Well,
Uh,
fuck this bugbear up.
You see another door to the east. You see some more rubble in that curtain to the south when you first came in. You see another. Yeah, you can kind of make out the other like canvasy curtain to the north, but that is in a fashion enough that it is blocking off sight past there. But feels like this is almost where you started to come in, and like I said, there's a door to the east, and let's see something. Let's see if they. It would help if I had the right tool. Let's see. Or that's so to the east, a little bit past the door. You hear some movement around that. It sounds like a couple of bigger creatures, definitely bigger than goblins. They look like they are. What language do they speak? Yeah, they're speaking in Goblin, but it definitely has a more boisterous, more or deeper. Seems more intelligence. I mean, I don't think you speak Goblin, correct?
I do.
Oh, you do.
Nice.
So you hear them talking about. All right, we gotta look out, make sure Grohl is safe. Keep an eye out for any intruders. I know he's talking to Verith over there, and we gotta
Hmm.
we gotta we gotta find that map.
Hmm.
Or I guess that's what they're talking about. I don't know.
I like turn around and wave to everybody, but nobody sees me. So like, I'm like, but so I individually. Well, so it sounds like it's on the other side of that door,
Yeah, I
or
mean you know it's kind of a little bit away. It doesn't seem like it's directly on the other side, but it doesn't sound that far away from it. And like I said, you see kind of a little bit of movement, shadows under the door. And like I said, you hear in Goblin, you know, more military talk, more organized.
all right. Well, I kind of move into like this area here, and I just kind of whisper to the rest of the group, like, "Hey,
Shit.
we got activity on the other side over there. Shit's about to go down."
Walk over and wing a corpse into the corner.
Big old
Saren,
giant flower bird.
All right. Well, if you wing a
The
corpse,
Higgs and I are invisible. If you need us, just shout.
if you're winging a corpse, let me see a stealth check, please.
I just saw the corpse move. I just saw the corpse move. I didn't.
You're far enough away in the thunderstorm. They wouldn't have heard you anyway. But yeah, we're like I said, you hear the occasional, and there's unknown amount of military creatures just to the east of this door. That is where we are at.
We may have armed. Well, we definitely have armed combatants on the other side.
I'm just gonna.
Although you don't know where I'm motioning to, but
I'm just gonna peek out and be like, Orphan, come. I think we're through here. I think what's happening is pertinent to this area. Not quite sure what's going on yet, but
there's a point of interest over here.
so Roxana and Higgs are invisible. Good luck.
Okay.
And he said, wait, he said points.
Wolfen looks nervous.
I'm trying to think how. Like, hold on to my belt loop. Hold on to my belt loop, Orphan.
I just
walk. As
Travis,
I,
how else we're stuck as invisible for like another 15 minutes?
yeah, I'm gonna start easing this way.
I'm just gonna put my okay. Assuming you've taken my hand.
Yeah,
And I'll hold Saren's hand if it's okay. Like I'll hold your hand.
Thank you. I heard some talk about a belt loop. That makes me feel. I'd rather just hold your hand. That'd be fine.
as you see Orphan and Sarah just holding out their hands, and they're holding on to something, but there's nothing that.
hold my regal rod here.
But yeah, I mean, you just hear these military creatures talking, and all right, keep quiet. They can come at any time. Sure, they might be looking for the map. Find out where that cave is at.
So if we like kind of get up to about here, I'm gonna just like kind of one by one tell the rest of them like, look, because telepathically, like, look, they're on the other side of this door. Let's be prepared to shock and awe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get a stealth check from Higgs and Orphan.
No.
Hell yeah! So,
This right thing isn't
the old disadvantage here.
I also have disadvantage.
It's a
Does
+3.
being invisible help with that?
Oh well. No,
I mean,
actually,
you're
we're
st- yeah,
pretty
you're
good.
st-
Not really.
Wait, what did I roll?
It was
13.
15?
No, because mine would be like a hide check, not a stealth
yeah.
check.
So, despite the fact that they have very average perception, you hear, "Huh? What was that?" And
Orphan
Dig it up. They know it. They know we're here.
so as they hear that, you hear footsteps going.
It's gonna be a busy doorway here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like away from us?
Yeah, it looks like it sounds like someone ran away
Ah.
more to the north.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Time to split the party.
All right, what do you do?
Higgs. Well, as like that, if it's become quite obvious that everyone is kind of aware of the others' presence, come over here and swing the door open.
All right, so you will see.
Since I am still invisible, I might as well take.
Did that show up?
I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Orphan
yeah,
Blake.
you see a hobgoblin sitting there by himself, and because he heard you, he is waiting for you, and that is not sounds he is used to. So everyone, roll initiative.
He's waiting right on the bed.
He's looking out the arrow slits. He had a
Just
longbow, but he heard intruders come through. So
Wow.
What was it?
Wow.
Oh my god. I've been rolling low on initiative too, and I have a +4 to it.
Roll low on every. This is the broadside of a barn. That's a nat 20
Obviously.
every time. It's like
Every
get a
time.
fucking get a
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
know the color of this. Oh no, 20. Advantage 20s.
I mean, like you've proven several times that Dion does in fact hate you.
Fucks me hard.
okay, that is everybody. So you see this hobgoblin look at you as you come through the door, and he can't see you. He sees the door open, and he is. Oh wow, that is interesting. Yeah, he doesn't see you, so
Just perplexed.
the door just swung open,
I know I hear something.
He hears something, so he is going to ready his
I'm
longbow.
aware of my presence.
Yeah, but he can't see you. He is going to ready his longbow until he sees something come through the door, and he's going to release. But
I'll die with that arrow in his hand. But anyways,
that is his turn. So
Mm.
I'm sorry, Higgs, you're up with Roxana on deck.
all right. Well, he's just gonna move in. Take a swing here.
He just watches the door slowly open.
I know.
Uh,
Oh, terrifying.
Maybe.
Ugh, that is terrible.
Oh my
The
god.
3 and a 1.
Mhm.
Oh,
So yeah, you just see him, waiting with his longbow. He's sitting there, sees the door open, nothing comes through, and he's just holding it, waiting for someone that he can see come through the door, and he feels a whiff. Show yourself. Yeah. Is there anything else?
no, I'm like, I'm here. So you know I'm here. So your range attack will be a disadvantage.
That is true. All right, Roxana, you're up with a scared hobgoblin. Well, alerted hobgoblin.
I probably should have. Can we say I moved to here then?
Sure.
And 15. I will take. If my computer will let me.
Look, I think they went the other way though.
My map is just slow. Can I see him from this corner through the door?
Let's find out. No, you cannot.
That was a negatory.
And I will, because I still see black when I move this way. If it's my screen not loading or just going slow.
Yeah, there's still rubble there. I'll expose it, but there's a pillar there with more debris there. But like I said, there's enough debris there. You can see light coming through it, but you can't actually see through it. And as he hears the sounds of footsteps, more footsteps coming through, he still doesn't see anything.
Oh my god. That's so funny. That's
Like for him, he's
Take 25 feet right there, and then I will just keep casting it. I will cast Toll the Dead at the one opposite one that Higgs is attacking, the other one.
Hobgoblin.
Well, you can only see one. You see the curtain to your east kind of fluttering, but you don't see any other ones there. But that is a failure, by the way.
Cool.
So there's this hobgoblin standing with his bow at the ready, waiting to see something because everyone's invisible apparently. And then all of a sudden he hears this ding dong. He's at full health, so that's only a D8, but
8 coming your way. There it goes. Come on. Stop rolling. There we go.
And as Higgs is standing there, he does definitely hear the a little bit louder. There is a door right to the south of him that has a big wooden blockade on it. And you hear, like I said, bigger footsteps kind of pacing around in that area. But all right, taking 6 points of damage. He definitely does not like that. He knows somebody's there. He can't see him. He got ding donged. Anything else?
that is it for me.
Okay. Rex, Saren, you're up.
Oh, do I need to roll?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll. Let's see if that made a difference. Or standard.
I'm gonna roll my physical if no one cares, because it's taking like forever
That's
for mine
fine.
to roll. 17.
What's that?
17.
17. All right. Now you can roll a D100.
Oh boy.
Afraid you were gonna say that. Okay, there's D10, D10, D10. There we go. All right. 34.
34. Okay. Something will happen the next time something else happens. But nothing
Great.
immediately happens, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a note of this. All
Okay.
right. And
Good,
anything
nothing
else?
happened. Finally.
Yeah, as far
All
as you
good.
know. I mean, you saw the phasers light up, and it might have, crept crept a little bit closer, grew a little bit brighter, and went back to its normal glow. But as far as you know, nothing happened. All right.
That's it.
Anything else? No. Saren, you're up with Orphan on deck.
Righty. I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move right here.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually, I'm actually going to move here. Sorry. Right? I was there.
So as you enter the door, you're the first thing that this hobgoblin sees. So it will release its longbow at you.
Okay.
No, that is he's going to miss. He is too just got wrong. There's things coming in and out of this coming into this room. He can't see it. This fishy person come into this room and he releases and it just heads off, just whizzing by you. But you have your full turn of action and bonus.
Cool. So I'm going to I'm going to stab him with my rapier, or attempt to anyway.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
So
8 and 8, right?
all right,
16,
so 9 plus 3, so 12.
12. So 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna be like, ooh, spooky ghost.
Don't know if it's the words that you sung to him, or what, or that rapier is getting some more use, and it kind of just slumps over, as you hear the of the longbow as it's flexing, but it drops down to the ground, and it is appearing to be lifeless.
Fantastic. We're still in combat technically?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. Do I want to do anything else? I can't move. I use my movement. And I can't see them. So that'll be my turn.
All right. Orphan, you are up. You hear the distinct slump of body hitting the stone as the blade. What happened?
Apparently.
Nothing going.
Yeah, as you walk into the room, like I said, you see the blade from Saren starting to retract, and this hobgoblin slumping to the ground. And you get closer, and you start hearing the sounds of getting a little bit louder as to your south you hear something, and you believe it to be an owlbear, but
Mhm.
there's no signs of any foes around.
Mm.
All right, here, Orphan.
Okay, I'm gonna stick to this wall. I'm gonna step around you, and I'm gonna slowly open that door.
All right, so as you open this door,
Arrgh.
um,
Use my oil flask. Hold on.
you know what?
This-
Roll a strength check because, like I said, there is a big wooden. I can't think of the word.
Barricade.
Yeah, barricade across the door.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, what? That's a 9, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, plus strength is a
Roll it again, just
Oh,
because I feel like it.
Fair.
that's a 12.
So you struggle with it, but you are able to open the door up, and sure enough, when you open the door, you see an owlbear just standing there, kind of in the dark, and it looks up.
I'm gonna close.
Okay, if you close the door, it's going to come, and it's going to start scratching at the door.
It's gonna what?
It's been locked up for a while. It's in the dark, so it starts scratching at the
Very
door.
excited to see us come in the door.
But yeah, you're gonna hear that. But that's all that happens.
Some- Grab that body and toss it in here.
Oh my god. You're gonna feed him? You're gonna try and tame this?
I can't anymore. Someone else can, and I'm gonna suggest it.
Okay.
Anything else for Morphin?
Not right now. A held assist action to anyone who wants to throw that body through the door. That's about it. There's something nice.
So as Orphan is fooling with the door, and trying to see what's in there, sees the owlbear, closes the door. I'm talking about trying to feed it. You're going to hear to the north. We got company. We got company.
Dogs. They have
Actually, you do hear a sound of a wolf howling as well. So, but we are back to Higgs.
So, do I think that he got the? Could I tell if he got the door closed back in place or?
Make a perception check with advantage because you know how doors work.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm, 15.
Looks pretty secure. I mean, it's definitely clawing at the door, and you see it kind of reverberate type of thing. But
Mhm. All right. Well, I'm gonna actually first course here and peek through this. I'm still invisible. I peek through.
so as you come through the door, as you walk through the door, you see
More doors.
this hobgoblin knocking at the door, and that's the one that sounds like he said we have company.
Okay. Cool.
All right. You still have your full action because that perception check was not a.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
And actually, what you would have heard as you come up, like as this hobgoblin is knocking at the door, saying that we have company, you would have heard two distinct voices. One of them, in addition to two different voices, you would have heard a wolf kind of growling as the door is being knocked on. But you hear kind of the tail conversation of two different people arguing. One of them sounds like an old experience. Yeah, at this point you're kind of used to it. You know what a bugbear sounds like. You hear Grohl wants more money for this. You know, we can get way more money than what what your boss wants. And you kind of hear a softer, smoother voice. You know, he will find this with or without the map. If he finds it without the map, you get nothing. He doesn't know where it's at. That's what he needs his map for. We need more money. All right. But like I said, if he finds it, and that's kind of what you hear.
All right. Well,
But yeah, you like I said, you still have your full action if you want to.
okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which of those one or two things I was going to do. Well, I guess I'll do the hex. I'm going to hex this dude here.
Hex or Hexblade's Curse.
Hex.
Okay, so that will be a D20.
Okay. Let's do it. Why is it not popping up? A deuce.
All right. If you could roll a D100, please.
Uh-huh. 6 to 6.
You get a nice pair of jeans.
Stupid.
Huh.
I know.
That is an odd one. All right, but so as you start uh, weaving through your magical knowledge, you make your you manipulate this weave. You happen to see well, you only see it once because I'm sure you're manipulating with one hand.
Mm.
You start growing an extra finger on your hand, and you look at your other hand. That one has an extra finger on it as well, but the hex does go off.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to hex him with, I guess, dexterity.
All right.
And then I'm going to approach. I'm going to beat the shit out of this dude.
All right, go for it.
So, take these. Actually, 2 of these. Okay, so 24.
24 will hit.
He's going to take one of these. That was a terrible one. 7 points, and then he's going to take one of these. So 11 points of damage to it.
Nice.
So as you come across you damn it, I can't get out of that phrasing. As you enter the room, he is knocking on the door. You hear this conversation, and you definitely see a good amount of blood coming out of this hobgoblin. And he is not knowing what hit him. All of a sudden, he felt a tingle. He felt an extra tingle. He is still standing, but he doesn't look too good. Anything else?
All right. I guess I'll move to here.
All right. Roxana, you're up with Saren on deck.
Cool.
I am going to beyond ability to work. Can I just yeah, I'll just peek. I'll just take a couple of steps. I'll shoot a pull the dead at that hobgoblin that's still up.
All right. So I will need a D20 first.
Okay, I'm gonna roll physical unless
Yeah, that's
that
fine.
greatly offends anybody. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, like I said, my internet we've got a pretty bad snowstorm going, so I think my internet is just not
Lucky.
3.
Oh no.
All right. If you could roll another D100, please. As you try to,
Right.
you're starting to get the hang of this. I mean, you cast your bell, but right
You get some
before that
extra
happens,
toes.
yeah, you see this, you see that
Right.
glow. What was that?
It's great.
What was your D100 roll?
27.
27. All right. This is actually very interesting.
Oh.
So for the next minute, all of your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay.
Oh,
For
and
1 minute, you said?
yes. And that is a failure. So don't even roll the damage because as you feel that you're a little bit more powerful. The bell comes off, and you know how like your normal bell looks and sounds, but this one seems like it just automatically was the maximum it could do. So yeah, it's just extra, little spicier bell comes through, and he is dead.
It's the taco. You're an idiot.
No. What?
All right.
Live
With
on.
that, we are out of combat. Why did it go away? Yeah, we are out of combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that right?
Mhm.
Well, because I'm going to make my way through that door.
Okay. So, if you go through that door, you will see that door. So let me you will see this. You will see this. You will see a and actually, yeah, you'll see this too. You'll see a bugbear. Description. He
All you
is.
motherfuckers are going to die. All of you.
You see a well well seasoned bugbear. He's kind of big. He's slumping over though. He looks like he is the leader of this. And to the northwest, you see a drow in the corner, looking like they were trying to ambush you. But actually, yeah, they don't see you at all. So you have free range, but you see a. Did I make that a? Did make that. Yeah, you see this wolf, and they look like they're having a conversation, and you happen to see a slumped over dwarf in the southern corner. But
All right.
that is all that
Cool.
you see,
Full steam ahead. Here.
and you are still invisible, so you cannot. I don't know where I was going with this. They cannot see you, but yeah, they saw the door open, and the hobgoblin said that we have company. He saw the door open and is looking. Don't play games on Grohl. I am the king. Come. And actually, he looks and he sees the dead body slumped on the ground. Verth, did you bring these people?
You see my
This
bloody
company?
footprint walking down into the
Like
room
antiquing.
there. Mhm.
And Grohl is going to take a more aggressive stance. And he said, "You are not getting Grohl's map. Grohl will take the riches of this. Whoever is in here." Verith like, "See, I told you. They're coming to get this. You should have just took the money that you were promised. The Black Spider will find it, with or without your map."
That map is just as good as ours.
Who said that? Make yourself known. Fight like a
All right.
man. Actually,
All right,
what?
Yeah,
Actually, I think
your attempts to insult me is not going to work. I can't become invisible. It's not my choice, man. I'm going to shove this golden sword up your fucking asshole.
make a stealth check real quick before you do that. I mean, you can do that, but
Okay.
And before we get into combat, I just want to do something.
okay.
So just let me know whenever you're ready for me. Are you gonna drink more out of that?
I'm gonna put it away, but we'll see what it does.
16.
So between the stabbing action and there is an obvious wolf with, it's got good smell. It can't see you, but it looks directly at you as the blade starts heading toward Grohl. You can roll an attack roll.
I was going to transfer my hex first.
I'll allow it, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so here we go. $16 hits.
16 is exactly what you need. I mean, he's
All
standing
right.
there and holding up, his shield, but not being able to see you, he is going to take it.
So that plus.
Ugh. Why are you not showing yourself? Grohl is king here.
So 13 is the total. But
right. And Saren, you want to do something before we start combat?
Yes, I was going to take this hobgoblin body and help Orphan try and feed that owl bear. And try and get this owl bear on our side.
Okay, so all right, both of you make either one of you rolls with advantage, or each of you roll a strength check just to see how this looks.
Call Roxanne over.
No, I take advantage. Just take.
Well, I'm gonna take advantage, but get Roxanne over.
Hey, Roxana, would you happen to be in the room right now?
I need your small invisible hands.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still here. Yeah. I'll just tap you on the shoulder. I'm here.
That's a 14.
Okay. So with a 14, you are able to open the door, throw this body in there, and the owlbear takes it, starts ripping it to shreds.
Cute.
It looks like it's been being starved and put into there's one of the places that definitely has more of a intact room with blackout curtains on there, so there's no light coming through there, but it is tearing this hobgoblin apart, looking like this. It probably hasn't had a meal in weeks, but it is busy with that. But with that, everyone roll initiative.
We should definitely let him out, right? Like, once we're done here, because he can't live in that room.
Yeah, definitely not.
I might let him out before we're done here.
That also wouldn't be bad.
I have a +4 to animal handling.
I was gonna say, how's your animal handling?
It sucks.
Wow.
9 for me, Matt, if you want to.
Sure. All right. 1, 2, 2, 4. Okay, I think that is everybody. And this yeah, we're not in there. So yeah, this drow is going to look in the direction. Actually, do they have any special stats? No one have that. But yeah, it is confused. It sees what this wolf is looking at, but it sees nothing. It knows Roll got attacked, and it says, "Whoever you are, help me find this map so no one else can find it. He is the one that is behind this. He took your friend, or he took that dwarf in the corner. I'm just trying to get what the black spider wants."
Hmm.
But they will hold their attack until they can see somebody.
Okay.
All right, so up next, Grohl, the seasoned bugbear, is going to feel the blade enter its body. Cannot see where it's at, but it will try to swing where it just got attacked. And I don't know why it bothered, because Higgs is almost impossible to hit.
Mhm.
Woo! All right, I have to show this because it is a double nat 20.
Oh. God.
Oh, it's like one of
All right.
So
That's
feel,
bad,
you know, knowing his castle, being intimidating, everything, he feels this blade enter his body. He will swing in the direction of it, and he will swing his Morning Star. Any reactions?
Nope.
All right, so he doesn't get surprise attack because actually no, you didn't go before him. So round of combat. Oh, this might get crunchy. So you are going to take this 16 plus 9, 15, so 31 points of damage.
That's exactly.
So yeah, he is.
no.
He is,
Oh, no.
you know, furious that this drow does not want to make more money, and he is just going to swing for the fences. And yeah, that is.
All right.
We can't see him.
I mean, you see the blood, but yeah, it does not say if you're unconscious. So you are invisible body, just slumped over like Harry Potter on the train to Hogwarts.
No difference.
But yeah, Orphan, you are up.
We're just fighting this bugbear.
So yeah, Orphan just gets done feeding this a hobgoblin body to this owlbear, and he hears, you know, the chatter of people in the other corner and another body hitting the stone floor. But that's so, you know, from the top of your head.
We'll call a rescue when we get done here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Fuck.
Oh, thank God, Roxanne, that's true. She's like, I just thought about that. She still has that, right?
Yeah, it lasts for a minute, so.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
Yeah, I thought about that as well. So I was like, oh, good. No, like it'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
So,
Wait, but if he like is down, does he still have it, like invisibility?
it says it lasts for an hour. Does not.
No.
There's no. If you're unconscious, it goes away. Oh, look, there's Dave.
Perfect.
So I'm going to retcon my move. I'm going to yell, Aaron, hide.
Oh. No.
And I'm going to kick open this door.
Get it.
And I'm going to use my dash action to run into the room. Oh, hold on.
You did it again.
With a trackball. Absolutely.
Where you want to go? I'll just put you there.
Right room.
Uh-uh.
Just toss a dead goblin in there.
No.
Right in the room.
Oh my god, this gives me such bad anxiety. Next.
So, as Orphan is running into this room, he sees a drow in the north, a wolf just kind of stair stepping, a giant bugbear just following up his his follow through. You see a dwarf in the corner, but no sign of Higgs anywhere. And Dave, are you can you see?
Yes, sir. Sorry it took so long, man, but
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Is it just you, or is Jess there too?
Jessie's here, but she's doing something. She'll be back in just a minute.
All right, so I will add you. We'll say you are in this mix too. I will put you in. Do you want to roll initiative?
Sir. Oh, let me roll random. I don't have that part set up yet.
So what you are walking into, the group is clearing out this castle. Roxana and Higgs are still invisible. They find a owlbear to the south. He just got fed a hobgoblin's dead corpse. You don't know this, but well, actually, Higgs is down because he is still invisible. No one can see him.
All right.
But we'll see where you are at in this turn.
I got 13.
13.
Oh my
Right,
gosh.
so add you to combat tracker. 13.
So I contend that if the owl bear is to make a move, I did yell hide to everybody. So I feel like that owl bear, should he be in the initiative, like, because I yelled it before I opened the door, should be at the bottom.
He's in the initiative. You don't have to worry about that.
Didn't say if that was good or bad. Just say
Just trying to clear my
Just
case.
kidding.
When it comes to its turn, it will make its decision. But yeah, you use your dax action. But yeah, you walk into and you see this blood on the ground. No Higgs. You see beds and stuff like that. It looks like it's a useful room, but yeah. Do you have any bonus actions?
I do. The bonus action called.
So this bugbear, while you're looking up your bonus action, he will be like, Grohl doesn't know what Grohl hit, but it doesn't seem to be around anymore. You will meet this fate unless you turn around.
He's looking down at a sweaty fucking dwarf, like slightly balding with eyes darting. And I'm going to use my action surge and leap at him like a cat.
Okay.
Get it.
Because I am a true chaotic neutral this time. Everybody says chaotic neutral, but nobody eats goblins. Like Orphan eats goblins. And I'm going to fucking swing my axe.
All right, go for it.
God, sucker. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit. He's going to look at this dwarf and go, more dwarfs. Maybe you're part of that. You'll meet that same fate.
I shrug my end of turn.
All right. Higgs, if you could roll a death save for me, please.
Yep.
Is there like blood pooling underneath him that is visible, or is everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still blood under it. You can see it kind of. He still has pulsing, but like you see the blood just coming out of one location, but you cannot see him.
That's real bad.
Wow.
Oh,
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 no.
It's real bad. It's
Yeah.
real bad.
All right. So I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
We are bad.
Oh no! I'm so sorry we weren't here tonight.
Oh,
Holy shit.
We are
Yeah.
strapped.
Mhm.
No,
So
it's not. I killed him because I made him invisible 25 minutes ago.
That's a one.
Roll the bugbear.
all right. So this giant, this bigger than normal wolf will was going to go after this target, but he sees more more tasty flesh in front of him, so he will he's going to take a bite at Orphan. Ooh, a 19.
Just hits.
That will do 7 points of piercing damage. And also, I will need you to make a strength saving throw.
Good thing I have a +7. 17.
17. Okay, so it is biting you and shaking its head, but you are fighting the effects of being knocked prone. That is its turn. I don't think it gets a multi-attack. No, Lecter, you are up.
I'm so nervous right now. I'm like sweating.
Yeah,
I'm terrified. I just got in. I suck.
Even if he exceeds all his death saving throws, like he's gonna wake up. Like I'm now alone.
No.
Hello?
Mhm.
Can I make it to right here?
15, 15. Yes, you can. So you walk into this room and you see a drow in the corner. You see a wolf biting Orphan. You see a bugbear to the right of Orphan. You see a dwarf to your south. You see a mysterious blood puddle just to your right, but you don't see a source from it.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh Jesus, horrible. I
Mm-hmm.
do firebolt to the one right to the right of Orphan.
Okay.
Uh, 22.
22 will hit.
Oh, of course. One. Oh my god.
So as you enter the room, I also need you to roll a D1 or D20 first, or D20 as well.
Right. 2. Yes.
Ooh, all right, I will need you to roll a D100 as well as you start to send this fireball bolt, and the green glow of the castle starts illuminating more.
What is going on? I got a
My
3. 1, 2, 3. How is that possible? Oh my god.
This is a very useless one for you, but you get all your sorcery points back.
Yes. You meta magic. Wind spell. See invisibility.
All right. Yeah. Anything else from Lecter?
I got a bonus action. Orphan seems alright, and I don't want to teleport him, so we'll just
Please don't teleport me.
we'll hold fast.
Mhm.
Okay. Saren, you are up with
All right.
Roxanne on deck.
I'm not here to fuck around anymore, so I'm going to open up that pouch of jelly beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And okay, so it says place up to 3 jelly beans. So does it have to be 3 or?
So, question: did you ever sort them in any way?
Nah,
All right.
definitely.
So you can roll. You can do up to 3. But I want you to roll a d4. Okay. So on a d4 or on a 1 roll, I will roll what you pick out. I'm sorry. On a 1, I roll. On a 2, 3, and 4, you can pick what you pick. Actually, on a 2, you roll for it, and a 3 and a 4, you get to decide. If that makes sense.
Okay. I think so. Okay. So let me just
Yeah,
roll first.
Mhm.
Okay. So I got 2.
Okay. So with a 2, you are going to roll as many as you want to pick, up to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're going to roll 3 d12s, and that's what you get. This
Individual roll.
yeah, three individual d12s.
Oops. 3 individual, 3 d12. Okay. A 10,
Okay.
2, and
Damn it.
I can't see. A 5.
Okay, so you pull out a dark blue one,
Mm-hmm.
a black one,
Mm-hmm.
and a light green one.
Oh boy.
A sensu, a elixir, and a Jaeger one.
Oh god.
Are you consuming those, or are you giving them to somebody else?
Shit.
No, it's not licorice. It's Jaeger.
I
Mm.
and they'll like I guess they'll stack if like I eat them all or
They all have different effects.
gotcha. What I'm popping all of them in my mouth and eating them.
Yeah. Okay. So
Big risk, big reward. Big risk, big reward. Here
All
we
right.
go.
So the sensu beam.
Great.
Actually, I will use that one. So the sensu beam, the number 2, the light green, you get
Mhm.
all the benefits of a long rest. All your spell slots, your spell points, your hit points go back to 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
We're good. Yes.
this is kind of redundant, but 5, the elixir, you gain 1d4 plus 1 spell level back, but you just got the benefits of a long rest, so everything's topped off.
Cool.
And 10, you get advantage on charisma and disadvantage on stealth for an hour.
Charm him.
All right.
So that was your bonus action, by the way.
Fantastic. Love that.
That was a hell of a bonus action.
I'm going to go here, look at this owl bear in the face. Let me look at the spell real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Murdered here.
Yo. So I don't know if I should use my spell or if I just should try and talk to this thing. Either way, I guess it's like kind of the same thing.
Question is it smart enough to be reasoned with? I would, if you think you can reason with it, I'd try to fucking.
I don't know. I don't have any idea of how to.
Owls are wild. Bears break into dumpsters all the time.
I just came in.
It's good reasoning, really. Bring it up first.
Just
I
came
just
in.
came in a panic. I saw Vic's character dead. Now I see you with an owlbear. I'm so sorry I left you like that.
Good. You're good.
Fuck.
You straight up did this to ourselves.
Oh my god.
All right. So I'm just gonna reason. I'm gonna try and reason with this thing because hopefully it's a large creature. Hopefully its brain isn't that smooth. So I'm just going to, while it's eating this, ripping this thing to shreds, I'm just gonna like make myself like real like, do you want to sniff my hand type of thing. And then
As it's actively ripping apart this hobgoblin that you tossed it to him, but go ahead.
yeah. So I'm just gonna, be like, no, aren't you a good owl bear? Yes, you're the best little owl bear I ever saw. You're so cute. Oh, you want it looks like you're still hungry. You want more food? There's a lot more where that came from. You want to help us? Help? Yeah? Yeah. You want to go outside? You want to go outside?
All right, so go ahead and I can't think. Roll a persuasion. I guess a deception if you really want to. With advantage.
I'll do persuasion because I'm not trying to I'm trying to give it all those things, you know.
Oh my god.
That looks like a 19 and an 18.
It sure does, doesn't it?
What
But it's
bullshit.
not.
What is
What?
on your token?
What do you mean?
Is that inspiration?
Oh yeah, it is.
If you want to roll that, that's the time to roll it.
I sure fucking will. Lose a goddamn arm. If not, I'm gonna run so quick. My persuasion's +6 too.
I know.
Okay.
It's not.
Beyond is a bunch of cocksuckers wanting $30 a month.
There we go.
Random dice roller.
That's better. That's a 23.
There
So
you go.
it actively saw you tossing this body, and you're kind of non-threatening to it. So as it's ripping it apart, just fiercely ripping it apart, and it sees that you are non-threatening. It hasn't eaten in a while. It looks like, it doesn't seem to be violent towards you.
Okay.
But I will leave it at that.
So now I am going to, if I can, I'm gonna take some rations. Rope. Oh fuck! I hope I have rope.
You definitely. There's no way you don't have.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't have any. That's okay.
What did you use rope on?
I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. I don't know. I even know if I got it. Like if I bought it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to oh my
With
god.
stick.
This is gonna be horrifying for me. I'm just going to take rations out of my pack, kind of like leave a little, just like a small trail, like 2, and then like wait and see if it takes it. And if it does, I'm just going to hold the rations and book it while holding it above my head. Just book it into the other room and hope that this thing follows me.
Okay.
Awesome.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
Excited spray drive.
Yeah, excited as prey drive. Right. And yes, I will just be right in that direction towards the room.
Okay. So here's what I want Roxanne to do.
Mhm.
Your true sight is definitely fading out for sure. Roll.
Do
it-
I still
That's,
have the bonus action one?
Yeah, the bonus act one is still available. I think that's until your next long rest. However,
Great.
this kind of happened all kind of quickly. So,
Mhm.
can you roll digital dice, or is it still okay? I want you
I
to
can
roll.
try. Yes, it'll take a minute.
I want you to roll a D100, and on an 80 or above, you have, because I'm assuming you're going to head into that tower. If you roll an 80 or above, you will have it just enough to see Higgs's body on the ground. But that's the only thing you will see, unless you go a different direction.
No, I'm just gonna leave him. All right, here we go. No, 37. It's okay. I have a plan. I have a half of a plan.
All right, go for it.
Okay. First question. Does my lay on hands, it says it takes an action. Does that is that a casting? Is that affected by my bonus action casting?
I thought lay of hands was a paladin
Well,
thing.
that's a paladin thing, yeah.
I'm sorry, healing hands. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's
Called it
not
the
a
wrong-
cast.
Healing
That's
hand. As an
That's-
action, you touch a creature and heal
It's
it
a
for
racial
2.
trait.
Yeah. So if it's a trait, no, you won't
That's
have
fine.
to roll for it.
But it's still an action. So I can't use it under the effects of my. This thing did say casting time, right?
Do you want to do anything else? What's your plan? I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So either of these will work. So yeah. So I'm going to see her. I'm going to see Saren sprint off and see hopefully this owlbear coming at me. So I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna move my 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna end up right where Lecter is, and then I was going to use my action to dash further into the room to kind of get out of the door because I know this owlbear is coming.
Okay.
And I was hoping that I would trip over Higgs and realize that could be him and then lay on hands, but only if it was an action. If I can't do that, then I'm going to cast Spare the Dying as a bonus action, not an action. So either I'm going to let Healing Hands or Spare the Dying.
Roll a d8, see what direction you go into. So, let's see, I'm trying to
Well,
figure out how
because my reasoning is I would see Orphan is at least hurt and facing this wolf.
Okay.
So I would have at least tried to go towards, get around Luth or Lecter and get to Orphan, which is why I would think I would go that direction. But I will roll a d8.
Hold up. So before you roll, I'll tell you what the results will be. Hold up. I'm trying to think of the best way. So a 2, you'll end up going down this way toward Gundren. 3, you'll be here. 5, 4, 5, or 6, you'll go straight across. 7, 8, or 9, you'll go or 7 or 8, you'll go north. I'll put it that way. So you want a 4, 5, or 6, and I'll allow you to go that way.
Okay, that is fair. All right. Oh, come on.
Oh,
6.
Right, 4, 5, or 6. So
Great.
You-
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm not stressed. It's fine.
all right, so you're going to try to dash or run past Lecter. So you're going to push him out of the way. You're
Like I
going
said,
to push him
I would-
this way. You're going to shimmy him out of there. You're going to go here. Make a dex check.
Dex check, you said?
Yes.
Ooh. 19.
All right. So as you're running this way, you stumble across a body.
No.
You don't know what it is. You're able to maintain your balance. There's a body there. You can see the blood. You stay to your feet. You still have your bonus action. And because of what was granted to you before, I'll allow you to use it as a bonus action. Your spell or your racial trait.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then yeah, if I mean,
Because you've been seeing Higgs blink in and
Right.
out of. You saw him. You saw that he wasn't there. You saw him come back to existence. You know he is still not visible by all.
yeah, and I mean, and I know Hicks enough to know he went into this room first. I see blood. I trip on it. I'll even yell if I have a free enough action.
I
Higgs,
did say that I was going in there too, as I was like going out of the room and stuff.
and then yeah, if you'll let me, I'll do healing hands. If not, I'll cast Spare the Dying as a bonus action since I have. So
Well,
whichever you'll.
Are you casting a spell or using your racial trait? I'll allow you to do either one.
Look at the
I'll
wording of
healing, I'll
spare,
healing.
the spare to dying. Do you have to see them?
No, that's just touch. I checked.
Oh, you did.
That's
Oh,
why
okay.
I can't do healing word because I can't see you. Healing word.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was I just wasn't sure if that was or not.
No, the spare the dying is just touch.
Okay, cool.
You just
Whew.
touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, and that creature becomes stable.
Okay,
But I
cool.
will
That'll work.
I will healing hands if I can. I'll use my racial trait.
Okay, go for it.
Great.
Close. You rolled a 1 first. That's safe.
Oops. 2d4.
Um,
5.
Okay. Whew, Jesus Christ, dude.
With a wing.
I can't believe how well. I mean, it's not over yet.
Yeah, I got so lucky that I got that casting time as a bonus action thing. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, great, cool. Then as you know, as I kind of sense Higgs, I'll kind of step to the side and yeah. You okay? What's happening? Ah! That's it.
All right. Up
There's
next
an owlbear coming. That's all.
Yeah.
is the owlbear's turn.
Great.
It is going to take this hobgoblin body, and it is going to move farther south and just start continue to gnaw on. I mean, it's got a lot of meat to it, and it's but that is its turn. Lolly, you want to get in on this too?
Yeah.
Yes.
We will say you were with the party. You want Tuk Tuk with you as well?
Oh, no, I'll leave him.
Okay. We'll say you
Like hugging in the
were
corner.
in this mess, and you want to roll initiative, see where you fall.
Yes.
Nice.
15.
All right. All right. So
18.
15,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, so that brings us back up to the top of the round. No one got close to Verith. Yeah, Verith is going to go to its nearest target, which it happens to be Lecter, and it is going to say, "Yeah, there's no use of fighting this. He will find the cave, but it sees you as a hostile creature, so it will swing at you, and that is a 10 to hit, which I know misses. Second attack is a 13, which I think misses, and it will just kind of just in a nice soft soothing voice. If you help me find this map, I will help you. I will put in a good word to the spider. But that's all its turn. Grohl is up. All right.
If it matters, I would be standing over this invisible body in a defensive manner. I would try and like block him as much as I can.
Sure, but yeah, you definitely can't occupy the same space. You're kind of crouched into it, but you're still technically in that space. So let's see who he is going to go for. Yeah. So since you're in that, you're still invisible. I can't. I can't.
Oh,
swing.
Damn it!
So yeah.
Well, it's all right. Higgs is too, so it's fine.
Yeah, in that case, he's only got one valid target that's right in front of him, so he's going for Orphan.
Fuck that invisibility, man.
Rugs his shoulder.
Commotion of just tumbling in the square with two invisible.
That is a 21 to hit Orphan.
That does hit, in fact, believe it or not.
All right, that is 9 points of piercing damage, and sadly, he does not get a multi-attack. So,
How sad.
no actions. He's going to say, Snarl, get him.
Mhm.
Protect the Grohl in his castle. But that brings us up to Lolly.
Which one?
And you can hear Snarl in the background.
bears. Not
It's great that they're acting along. It's good.
where we think.
Really sets them.
You'll take- Well,
And Orphan, you're on deck, by the way.
Really quick.
See if I can do it. Oh.
Hoot hoot growl.
So Lolly was definitely in this room this whole time and didn't just show up. You sees your party members go to the north. You hear that banging of the hobgoblin. You hear bodies flopping on the ground, people tripping over other things. There's an owlbear destroying a hobgoblin to your south.
would she still have mage armor from the last game? Last
Yeah, last 8 hours. Yeah, I would say yes.
I'm gonna turn into a brown bear.
Ooh. Do I have? I'm just going to. That's a large creature, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Large beast.
All right, so you can do it. The problem is your doorways are going to be narrow. Between that and Saren in the way, you're going to have a struggle to get through those doors.
Well, can I go through the door and then turn?
Yes, I'll allow that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you should be able to get in and transform.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 2 spaces. And
So as you walk into this door and you all of a sudden start becoming large, turning into this this big brown bear. You're actually going to push Higgs out of the way. I'm gonna allow that.
that
So,
rolls body over.
yeah, as
Holy
you
hell,
you
huge.
start, morphing
on
into
it,
this, you're
You gotta make
starting.
death saving throws.
You feel this resistance of a body, and you see this blood trail move to your southeast. But you are there, and that was a bonus action because Moon Druids. So yeah, you have your action.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack the nearest enemy. I'm not sure what that is.
Right. So
To the right of.
So right now,
And
this guy right here is the only known enemy. Everyone else, there is your buddy, or there is a dwarf down here to your south, and then right here, right
I'll
there.
go for that one.
Okay, go for it.
The bear gets 2 attacks, a bite and claw.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Yeah, and you don't see either Higgs or Roxana. They are still invisible.
Oh yes, thank you.
Although there's a steady drip of stream of blood hitting them from
Uh,
ground.
plus-
And there's
Plus 5 to hit.
That's fine.
Yeah. So 15.
15. So you go to, that was a bite, right?
Yes, and this is the claw.
Yeah, so you go to bite him, and that height is a little bit harder than you expect between that and the shield, and there's kind of blood everywhere in this room now. Your bite misses, but you reposition yourself. You take a swipe, and that will connect. So do your swiping
you.
damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's plus 4 to this.
Okay.
So 13.
13. All right. So no, not 132. So yeah. So you
really
take
good swipe.
this big brown swipe at him, and it's just he does not like it. You, Grohl will not give up the map. You and your army will not take it. Get out of here before I get mad and call all my troops.
Do it.
All right. Anything else? A movement, action, bonus action. So, Orphan, you're up.
Orphan is going to go. Hoo hoo.
Mm,
What's that?
The hall. And
Make
Wait.
just for shits and giggles, make a animal handling check.
Oh my god, hilarious.
Do it. Do it.
mm.
trying so many reasons you don't understand. That's a 15.
Okay.
Get him now. Chopper.
All right. You have your full turn ahead of you.
Battle axe into the face of the wolf.
Oh, and a wolf. Okay.
11. 11 of the wolf in the face.
11 wolf to the face is not enough.
Damn it.
It's getting crowded in there. You just, you happen to see a brown bear, not the owl bear that you're used to. It's just going grrr, not grrr,
You can hear the subtle differences, really.
Yeah.
There's,
Very subtle.
it's a little twang at the end. But yeah, that is your action.
Yes, and I have a bonus action. Gonna do a second wind.
Okay.
Nice.
That'll be a D4. Fuck, I just X'd out of everything. Boom, boom, boom.
And Higgs, you're up next.
All right.
12 health healed.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Any movement, or are you just staying where you're at?
I'm kind of fucked, I think, no matter what. So.
Mhm.
Now, wait, here's the question. If something just took a swing, does it get an opportunity attack if I run away?
Yeah, you are an aggressor. You are swinging at people, so yeah, you will.
Change position.
All right, Higgs, you are up. You
All right.
felt your life leaving your body,
Yeah.
but through miracles of dice rolling,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond is not totally fucking us yet, or at least you. You feel.
Oh boy, to get me in that position was pretty bad. I was like,
you feel life coming back into your body,
Alright.
and you would have right now. Bear Lolly is taking up that space.
oh, that. Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
As
okay,
she's transformed, she kind of pushed you out of the way. She has enough mass.
Oh,
to
okay. I
do
got
so.
you. I got you.
But
All right, so I'm gonna do this. Take advantage of since invincibility has really been. I really changed the way I've looked at invisibility. after this combat,
Right?
but here's let's do this. I'm gonna take a swipe at him here.
okay, and you still have advantage because he still can't see you.
All right. Looks like what's that? It's 19.
19 will hit.
So that's. I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna throw a defensive flourish on.
Okay.
Can't get hit here, so the 14 plus another 6 times. Fucking one, dude.
Oh my.
But, all right, but since opportunity attacks require sight, I'm gonna go ahead and back up.
So as you take this strike and you get up, yeah, I will allow it. Yeah, you swipe at him, knowing that he can't see you, and you see the life,
Oh, was that a knife?
the life leave his body.
Right.
And he kind of slumps over, and you hear it's both a gas of excitement and a terror from this drow to your to the west over there. But yeah, that is anything else?
No, that's well, yeah. I'm still gonna just back up to here because I'm a little gun shy right now.
All right.
It's 5 points. I can't. I don't know if I'll be able to get it back.
All right. So Snarl is up with Lecter on deck. So this wolf sees. People are dropping. There's a bear that come in. That's not the owl bear. That's to the south. All right, and let's see what it goes for. Yeah, so it sees this. It's going to take a look at Lecter, and it's going to take a bite at Lecter. And it is going to miss completely. It's going to, I don't know, distracted by this bear that come into it. That's doesn't look like it's hungry, but not because it's being starved. It looks like it knows what it's doing, and it's going to try to bite at Lecter and just chomp on it and miss. Yep, that's its turn. Lecter, you're up with Saren on deck.
All right, Orphan, do you want to be repositioned or healed?
No,
No.
thank you.
Which one to know? You don't want to be repositioned or healed?
I mean, reposition me. My not accurate to what it is. The D&D.
You're breaking up. You want me to reposition you?
Sure.
Okay. I reach over and I use my bonus action, and I put Orphan right below Lolly.
Okay. So as this this elf touches the dwarf, and the dwarf does a poof, and almost instantly reappears 15 feet away. That is a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So that leaves you with movement and a full action.
Okay, the guy above me did attack me, right?
Yes. The drow above you.
I judy chop him in the neck.
Go for it. Do a chopperoo.
Hadouken! I got a 12, but I'm going to use a lucky.
Okay. Good call.
And I'm going to get a worse roll. 11.
Oh no way.
Yeah, so as you touch Orphan and you prepare him to get him out of danger, you do so. However, you go to reposition yourself to swing on this this drow, and I don't know, just not feeling it, and there is a whiff as you miss completely. Any movement from Lecter?
No, I'm going to stay and block these fools.
All right, Sarah, you're up with Roxana on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna move here.
10, 5. Okay, so you. All right, so if you go through this square, you will take an opportunity from this drow.
I will just stay there then.
Okay.
Wall of faith.
Is the drow dressed like a 90s goth person?
Yeah, so I mean, you're yeah, it's got some leather on. It has yeah, boots, nothing metallic on them.
Gonna ask pant chains, maybe?
Jenko.
Jankos?
Nice
Jankos?
thick Jenko.
Yeah, but any chains on the Jankos? That's important. That's
Nose ring?
Nose ring? Nose ring?
Roll the D100, and on an 80 or above, yes.
Ridiculousness. This is out of control.
I love it.
Yo! Yo!
Hell All right.
You literally broke the game.
Seriously,
Got subdermal.
somewhere.
So, oddly enough, you just happen to notice that this Drow
Oh,
Verlith, you know, it looks like they work at Hot Topic or Lunchbox, take your pick. You know, they are pierced. They got, you know, gauges. They got labrays. They got septum piercings, eyebrows. You know, they even got their nipples pierced. Not that you can see that, but I mean, they are metalled out.
Santa, use your true sight and take a look at his dick. See if he's got a Prince Albert.
I mean, she might have a Christina, but you know, I understand what you're saying.
Fantastic. This is so very exciting for me. I'm going to cast heat metal on
Okay.
this Drow's face.
All right. Before that happens, I will still need you to roll a d20, though.
Absolutely.
Please.
Also, the part that I was excited about is also a 9.
You are just dancing all around them.
Oh shit!
So yeah, you see this, you know, metalled out drow, which is kind of weird because you know they're, you know, I don't think Loth will approve, but you know, whatever. But yeah, you go to is that a touch or is that a distance? I can't remember.
Is a
Heat metals, no, that's range.
Is the range?
it's concentration, and it doesn't give
I think
me.
it's 60 feet.
If you look at the
You cause an object to glow. Yeah,
Might be.
just you choose a manufactured metal object, such as metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal
But look
armor.
under the range. We're under the range.
Yeah, it's
part.
60 feet. Yeah.
Well,
So there is no saving throw. It just happens, right?
mhm.
Yeah. So that is 2d8 rolled.
All right, 2d8.
definitely dark.
The only saving throw they get is like if they're holding on to a weapon and shit. They get
Yeah.
to hold on to it, but like the damage happens regardless.
It's be hard to pull earrings out and shit.
8 damage.
It's better than nothing. So yeah, as you you come in and you know you see this very goth drow look at it, and all of a sudden you start motioning to that, and you know all of their faces starts to glow. Normally they're kind of very pale, but their nose rings, their earrings, their septum piercings, yeah, it just starts glowing.
It also says that it lasts for up to a minute, and then my bonus action is I just keep rolling damage on the.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
right. Anything else?
Yeah. Who's on deck?
That would be Roxana.
I can't see her, right? She's still invisible.
Correct. Both Higgs and Roxana are still invisible.
That you can hear.
You can hear them, but you can't. Yeah, invisibility is kind of weird.
All right.
But
so,
yeah, you can hear them, but you just cannot see them. So
all right. So Sarah's gonna be like, Roxana, you got this, because it says a creature other than you within 60 feet that you can hear for bardic inspiration, which I did not know. I just learned that right now. So there you go.
all right.
Hail
Perfect.
Selwood.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And that will be that'll be my.
All right. That was movement, bonus action, action. Roxana, you are up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cast guiding bolt at this drow.
Okay. Let me see that D20 first.
Hmm.
I feel like this was almost
Almost.
Just a whole hit squad. Spider Sentinel.
Ooh, there we go. Gold.
Here. Okay. Proceed.
Great. All right. Yep. Guiding bolt at this drow.
All right, go for it.
Really, cat. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. 21.
21 will definitely hit.
Key. Pew.
47.
There we go.
Wow.
15 points of radiant damage.
15 points of radiant damage. Yes, this drow is. I don't know why you're fighting me. I don't want to hurt you. I just want the map, and that's all I'm looking for.
Its face melts the
It just makes them have advantage next person attacks. Nothing else, correct?
Correct.
Oh, guiding bolt. Yeah, it's
Yep.
good.
I'll just make sure there's no other effects. But go ahead. Anything else? So that was technically a bonus action.
Bonus action. Yes.
And then ignore.
Good. So then
You could cast another
Then
spell
I-
if you wanted
I-
to. It doesn't have to be a
Right,
cantrip
okay.
because of what you rolled.
okay, cool. So I can cast another spell
Yes.
that is an action or whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's weird things going on in this castle, so it is out of the norm.
I will cast a cantrip. I will cast Toll the Dead.
Oh right. That still needs a D20 roll, please.
Hmm. Yeah, cause that doesn't get rid of that advantage, right? That advantage will just stay till the next person, or does that?
It is the next attack roll, so anything that is two hit would take the advantage.
So I just like didn't waste it or whatever. Slowly. Far.
Okay. So as you release this bell, go ahead and roll damage, and it has taken damage, so that is a D12 roll.
D12. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ooh,
11.
that's a meaty bell. So you are it's it's being harassed and all this everything looks like it's coming toward it now that Grohl is dead, and it is trying to plead with you, but it is almost showing that it's bleeding. But anything else? Any movements? Because it's pretty much all that's left. You are still
can
invisible
I,
too, so.
Right. Because balls. Yeah, can I will take 5, 10, 15. Try and get on this side of this wolf, kind of get around this wolf here.
All right. Anything else that's movement? That should be it. She had something special.
Should be it for me.
All right. It is Sir Owlbear's turn, and he will.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
He
Come
is
here.
finished with his hobgoblin. He's got all of the meat off, and is his movement. And let's see. He will need to make a strength check to get through the door. He is able to squeeze through the door barely. It does some damage because we got him in here somehow, so he will definitely go that way. Let's see.
Will poop fall out?
And yeah, he will get up to the curtain. Yeah, and that is. Yeah, that is his movement. He is looking for his newly friends. He's looking for food. Smells it. Let's see. He would have. Yeah, he is going to take its action to dash forward and see this other hobgoblin dead on the ground, and it will start to prepare to chomp down on it. But that is its turn. Next is Verith. Look, everybody, I'm telling you, just let me go, and I will I'll put in a good word for you. The Black Spider, he will treat you well. Let's see something. Let's see, what will it do? It will. Shit. Yeah, it. Wow. Yeah, it won't attack you. It will just hoping you will heed its warning or heed its non-violent attitude toward you, and just like, look, just find the map, and you can even have your friend. I just want to make sure no one else can get to it, and that's all she's going to do.
That's right. I forgot we said that there was somebody else in this room.
Yeah, there is another dwarf in the corner next to.
I totally
other-
forgot about
But Lila, you are up with Orphan on deck, and Snarl definitely barking, but it's a wolf, so it should be growling. But
Oh, really?
but yeah, Lolly Bear
that-
is up.
Can that bear, owlbear, get through that door?
It is preparing to chew on this hobgoblin.
But could he get through the door though if Lolly moved? You don't want to expose or to hurt people.
would- Well, it would probably have to make a athletics check to see if it can squeeze through it, because those doors, a little bit on the wide side. It is a castle, but I mean, it is a large creature, so it would have to definitely force its way into the area. But it's also got fresh meat right in front of it too. So
Yeah, so he's distracted at the moment.
yeah, it looks like it's getting ready to snack down on a new snack.
So what are my choices? The wolf and that, do you buy him or?
So yeah, right now there is that wolf, and there is a the drow there. You could go over this the King Groll. Since he is not a threat, you could technically walk over it if you really wanted to. I'll move him out of the way. He's still in the room there, but just so it's easier to.
So the grizzly bear and
Yeah. So yeah, you have right now that you know of, you have 2 enemies to your north.
And how are they looking? Are they pretty bloody? Or are they like kind of fresh?
The drow is almost bloody. The wolf is pretty fresh. He just keeps trying to bite down on people, and it's not finding great purchase. But yeah, the snarl does look pretty fresh.
Okay, I'll take a bite and a claw towards the wolf.
Okay, go for it. I'll assume you move here.
Right here.
Yeah, that'll work.
A little scrunched in there.
Here's the bite. It's +5.
Oh. Oh.
20.
20.
And this is my claw. It's also +5.
Was that a dirty 20 or is that not 20?
Dang.
So no claw, but 20 hits.
20 will hit, yes.
+4.
Wolf and a bear fighting. There's no,
I
what
mean,
kind of
it's pretty
National
cool
Geographic shit is this?
For 8 points.
8 points. Yeah, that you will see this giant or big brown bear swipe, and it will definitely let out a sizable amount of blood as this wolf will howl in pain. But it is still standing, still has blood in its veins, waiting for its next course of action. Anything else from? Oh, everything just popped up right away.
Yeah.
Anything else? Movement, bonus action. Okay. Orphan, you're up with Higgs on deck.
Orphan. 1, 2, 3. Orphan's gonna grab Grohl's body, and so 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna drag it towards the door.
Okay.
Looking for maps.
make make a athletics check
Of course I can.
or strength. I mean, you kind of had to wiggle around a brown bear, and you know this is a pretty large bugbear.
That's an 8.
You know, those brown bear legs are just in a way. Grohl is large. I mean, he's not a large creature, but he's a pretty big bugbear. So you struggle. You try to go and grab him, and slippery grip. He's too heavy. You know, you can't find your footing. You're used to stone, but more to look at it than to drag bodies on it. So you're struggling there.
What a time to not have an act.
What?
There's always next turn. Turn there. Can I search the body? Having tried to drag the body?
Stop it.
Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Okay. Super fair. Investigate. Blink, blink, blink. That is a 10.
So he obviously has his Morning Star on him. Does he have anything else of value on him? You will find a healing potion on him as well. But in the middle of battle, that's all you can really find right now.
Gotcha.
And I just lost all my stats. Yay. Anything else from Orphan?
Nope.
All right, Higgs, you are up.
So this other figure that's in the room is, where are they at?
This right here.
Dwarf.
Oh yeah, I forgot to unhide him. That would make. That's why you can't see him.
Yeah. All right. Well, well, he's gonna approach this man over here and kind of shake him, see if is he unconscious? Is that what that means?
He's unconscious. Yeah, I just can't put him at 0 health with and be conscious. But yeah, he's
All right, well-
unconscious. He's kind of but he's not moving either. So
So I'm gonna hit him with a healing word.
okay.
5 points.
So 5 points. He will come up to, and he's going to be like, what's going on? Where
You
am
can't
I?
see me too. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Uh,
I'm here to help. I'm here to help. What is your name?
saying that this is me, Gundren. Who's talking?
This is Higgs. You know my associates. You're safe.
Where
sort of.
are you? Where are you?
I'll just smack him in the face.
All right, we'll come back to that. Anything else from Higgs? Roll a D1,
Oh yeah,
D20.
right. Yep. I was gonna turn to take a shot at for the 15.
All right. Nothing. Apparently, nothing happens right away.
All
So,
right. All right. Well, you know what? We'll all right, and we'll keep it at that. Yeah, I'll just be tending to this dude.
all right. Next up is Snarl. Yeah, the brown bear that just swung at it. It will take a swing back at it. It is a 18. Swing at the brown bear lolly.
What's
I'm
that?
pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, 18. Does 18 hit a brown bear?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my AC's 13.
It will deal 7 points of piercing damage, and it does not say anything about a side restriction. So you need to make as a brown bear a strength saving throw.
Okay. Strength's 19. Yeah. This is B +4.
Well done. Stop. Yes.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, it bites you, and you stay up, but it is trying to death shake you down to the ground. But you are too big for it to bring down. You are still standing on at least 3 of your paws for sure. But that is its turn. Lecter, you are up with Saren on deck.
Alrighty then. I will. We take out the. I guess we'll. Does the wolf thing look bloodied, or is he pretty?
It is pretty close to being bloody. I mean, it is like it's almost like it's 1 point away from being bloody.
I'm gonna 1 point him in the face.
All right, go for it.
Please hit. I only got 1 lucky left. Boy. Damn it. I gotta. I'm gonna use lucky. My last lucky.
Okay. Is that advantage, or you got to take the second roll?
I think I get to choose.
He gets to
I'll
pick,
roll and
yeah.
then I'll check.
That's why, like, if
Jesus.
you do it with
Please.
disadvantage, you can pick from all 3 dice. Oh wow!
Damn.
Jeez.
So, despite the
my
fact that
God.
you are cramped
Wait.
in there,
Is he flanked? Do I get advantage?
yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, can I just say that second roll was my lucky then, or my thing, and I'll use lucky now?
If you want to use lucky, you can.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to use it now because neither of those I don't know if I hit or not. So here's my Again, shoot, this doesn't get advantage though. Oh, I hate these. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Despite the fact that you are swinging into a crowd and there are bears and hobgoblins that you came through, there is a drow. You find enough purchase to sink your blade into that wolf.
Woof.
It has an AC of 13, by the way. But if you want to use you want to burn your resources, go right for it.
There, I want to make sure we come out of this alive. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, I do get a 8.
8.
Let me check real quick because I do want to be right. So let me check lucky and make sure I get to.
Regardless, yeah, unless it says you have to use the second roll. but
No, and
I'm
it does,
pretty-
and it
yeah,
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
What? Vic, what'd you say?
Good.
Vic?
You're good.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah.
With that, it is just enough. You squeeze into its vitals, and you hear as as this wolf's lifeless body slumps down to the ground. Anything else?
What's my bonus action? Or that was my action. I get a bonus action now, and I will. Yeah, that's it, man.
All right, Saren,
You
you're
can't
up.
get in.
Saren, you're up with Roxana on deck.
Cool. I'm just going to try and hurt this drow with non-lethal damage.
I don't think you have to worry about that in this stage of the game. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
This is a 17 hit.
A 17 will hit. Yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
With that 8, you will start to see the blood coming out of this drow, and it's trying to beg with you. Just let me go. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Open up.
So that was your action. Any bonus action or movement?
Do I see? No, I don't, because he's invisible.
Mhm.
God
No,
damn
that'll be
it.
Okay. All right. Roxana, you are up.
All right. I am going to. Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast. Okay. Let me know if I can do this. I'm going to cast command on this drow, and I'm going to say sleep.
Hold up.
I don't know if that will.
I know what you're going to
don't-
say,
I-
but
Well, there's two problems with that.
Right.
Because
I
if you're
assumed
saying
there
that
would
you're
be.
going to sleep, you can't put him to sleep. So, like the sleep condition, you can't do that because it's a drow and it has Fey ancestry, and you can't go to sleep.
so
The
that
charm thing, he has advantage against the charm.
Which is
Which-
commanded.
Yeah.
so that is a charmed effect, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it's enchantment. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
So he's not really good for the.
All right. So first,
Yeah.
if that's what you're going to do, still need a D20 first.
Something you can't do.
Oh, there it goes. Shoot. Natural 20.
Wow.
All right.
Hmm.
So, despite the fact that you roll a natural 20, you throw out this command word of sleep. And it just seems like it does nothing. There's no shrug off. It looks like if it were to be something like a bullet, it would just whiff completely. It's a spell. It's a charmed spell. It's almost like it's immune to charmed effects. So that is your bonus action. So
I don't get anything from the magic. Get anything from the magic I cast though, do I?
correct. So you go to voice this sleep command, and there is
Just laugh at it.
yeah, just
What?
I'm trying to just let me out, and I will sleep in my normal bed.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Okay, well then I will, because that is technically a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast. Can I do? What? Go. Can I do? Go away. Thank you. Yeah, I will. I will just toll the dead. Took damage already, so I'll toll the dead.
Okay. That I will still need another D20.
Your way. Seven.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now,
fun.
can you roll with that D100, please?
Hmm.
Ooh. 41.
41.
Oh.
Fuck off, Matt. Just fuck right off.
Okay.
Wow.
41.
Sure.
You turn into a
This'll
potted
go
plant until the start of your next turn.
Oh.
While a
God.
plant, you are incapacitated and you have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to 0 hit points, your pot breaks and your form reverts.
An invisible plant, though. I both hate and love this game so much.
So, luckily for
All
you,
right.
that no one sees this, but you are a plant Roxana. And even if you had got that spell off, it would have saved anyway. But you are just in the breeze, you know.
Thanks for rubbing in that I also missed. Appreciate that one, Matt. It's fine. I'm an invisible plant. I'm fine.
All right, so let me make this. Ooh. Okay, so as Roxana turns into this potted plant that no one sees, this owlbear is going to sneak wiggle
no.
its way into this room.
No. Did he? Oh. Did he make his check? I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, he rolled an 18, more than enough. So he's got plenty of targets in front of him.
I definitely look like the meanest guy in the room right now.
Actually, no, that would be a different one.
Seeing it coming, can I just start like roaring and growling and all at it? Or like it's challenging, like me, motherfucker.
All right. It is going to swing at this dwarf over here.
Or the other door.
Oh no! And it has a multi-attack too.
My God.
That hits. More than enough. That's going to drop him. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do we know what that dwarf is, guys? Would I know what's going on with that guy?
So, for those of you who started, so everyone except for Higgs, definitely Roxanne would for sure know that that is Gundren Rockseeker. However, she is a plant and invisible at this time. Saren and Orphan would also know who he was because they were a part of that original. They would have met him at one time or another. So, as this lifeless dwarf goes lifeless once again, it's going to swing at Saren at this time. With a I can't read that 21.
That hits.
Dealing 8 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
All right, so that is its turn. Yeah, Verith is not liking that you're not trying to let it go, so it is just going to turn violent and going to swipe at Lecter because it is the closest person, one of the closest people. 21.
That hits, but
Oh, it only did 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's going to swing again for 23, dealing another 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And it said, I gave you a chance. You should have just let me go. With that, Lally is up and Orphan is on deck.
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
can she get to the owlbear without hurting Orphan?
Kind of like,
Um.
Or can she attack at an angle right now because of her size? She can, right?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think of.
her best kind of big.
Yeah. Yeah. You're within range. Yeah. You can reach that owlbear.
You pick up Grohl and shove it in
Yeah.
his mouth.
Here's the bite. It's +5.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. Why didn't I roll?
Does a 12 hit?
A 12. That will hit. Yes.
Oh, here's the claw. +5.
Don't you do it. Oh, you mother.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Bite +4.
Oh.
What was the damage on that?
5.
5.
9.
9.
Oh.
All right.
13. Sorry. 13.
5 and 13.
5 and 13. Okay. All right. All right. Anything else? Orphan, you are up with Higgs on deck.
Okay, Orphan is going to
Rage. Oh, no, it's not a
pr-
bird.
I'm gonna present Kroll to the owlbear. Doesn't take center of a Tootsie Kroll up. And
give me an animal handling with advantage because you've already been feeding him.
Well, if he's not eating out of hunger now.
Okay. All right. So it will happily take Grohl into its possession. It will look at this giant bear, but it sees Grohl is definitely an oppressor, and it will start getting ready to chomp down on it. Anything
And,
else from Morphin?
Orphan's gonna say, "Let's sneak out of here," and try and use my movement to get the fuck out of.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
small,
tiptoe
but you're not small enough to get through those arrow slits.
Arrow slits, yeah,
they're like this. They're like this wide.
I imagine the door. Which way does the door open?
That's like supermodel status.
So both of these doors would open toward the room that you're in, with a bear, a brown bear, an owl bear, dead corpses everywhere, invisible planted people, invisible non-planted people.
I'm just going to stroke the owl bear and make cooing noises at it.
Okay.
Costume action.
Invisible Higgs, you are up. And you saw Gundren come up and go back down again.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think.
And you get multi-attack.
All right, I'm going to
It's not bad to the strength.
this is a kind of a weird rule too about NPCs making death throws and shit. So I don't know. All right, I'm going to all right, I'm gonna take a swing at this one.
What are you swinging at?
It's the owlbear.
Okay.
Do this.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
19 definitely hits for sure.
Yep.
Oh wait, that was the wrong dice. Never mind. Hold on.
Okay.
For 23 points of damage.
Yeah.
But 8 points, and then I'm gonna throw a defensive flourish on top of it.
Okay.
So let me do. All right, that's better. 5 points of damage plus my AC goes up to 25 now.
Okay.
And then I turn to Gundren like, "You've got to stay alive," and I recast fucking healing word.
All right. And then D20 first. Just in case.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
You would have had advantage because on the owlbear because you're still invisible, but yeah.
I rolled with advantage. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had
Yeah, on the
23
attack
anyway,
I
yeah.
rolled. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because there was a natural 1 in there as well. So okay, roll 20 for the effects
Dangerous.
possible. 11.
Roll that D100, please.
All right. 11.
All right, now roll a D6, please.
Okay.
Good.
Some of these levels.
1.
Despite the fact that no one can see you, you shrink 1 inch in height to go along with your 6th finger, your 12 fingers, and your golden shield and sword.
Yeah.
We are in odd.
I want to come back to visibility and was like, man,
what the fuck happened?
some unsaid things were unseen here. Unspeakable things were unseen here. Today. Does the heel go off though? Here?
Yeah, I mean, you get a little bit closer to him because you get it in shorter.
All right, so
Amazing.
8 points.
All right. 8 points. Good. He is yo-yoing. He's alive, dead, alive, dead. But that is anything
Nobody
else?
sees me doing it, so he just.
Oh. All right. Snarl is dead. Lecter, you are up with Saren on deck.
The PTSD that this dude's gonna have, or the Higgs is gonna have. Shit.
Does Owlbear look bloody?
It does not. I mean, it's close, but
I don't know what to do.
that is not your threat.
Mhm. Your audio went out.
Yeah, what happened? We can't hear you. We can't hear you if you're saying anything.
Okay.
There you go.
The guy above me, does he look bloodied?
Yes, he looks very bloody.
I'm gonna karate kick.
Okay.
That's my.
Your
Your audio is horrible, but I heard karate chop, and that's what I'm gonna go with.
I think the context is enough. There. A whole bunch of rolls are gonna show up. Like, what's he rolling that for?
Ooh, that will definitely hit. Roll damage. Ooh. I mean, it is pretty much on death's door now, but it is still alive for sure. It is barely
Can you hear
kicking. I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh,
I'm using field bonus action. It gives me 4 temporary hit points,
Okay.
and that's
All right. Darren, you are up with Plant Roxana on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna cast enlarge reduce on the owl bear and reduce its size.
All right.
Nice.
Does that get a save on that?
Good question.
I think it's a Constitution save.
It is, yes. Mm-hmm. 14.
Ooh. I think probably has decent.
Yeah, so it rolls a 19. And actually, can I see a d20 out of that real quick?
Yes. Four.
Or skipping everything.
This is all I ever wanted.
I am trying to give it to you, but
Hey, don't forget you still got your bonus action for your fucking heat metal.
oh yeah,
Uh,
does that just happens, or you just?
You got to use your bonus action to do it, but it sticks. Yeah.
yeah. So I will. It's 1d6, right? Or 1d. Hold on.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was 2d6, but
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Heat metal. 2d8. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
helps if I'm on the right one.
13 points.
How does that look?
Their face melts off.
Pretty much.
There you go.
So as these piercings are continuing to burn her face, and it's screaming agony. It was trying to plead with you to let it go. It just wants to report back to the Black Spider.
Like the Nazi dudes in Indiana Jones, whose face is like.
So as this starts to happen, it goes to the ground, and you happen to see not just normal burning drow flesh. It starts to turn a little silver, and once it finishes being in agony and burning alive, you will see
The
this
double bagger.
yes, a doppelganger
Oh.
crumple onto the ground.
T-1000.
Yes, essentially, yeah. Just
Wait a
the drow flesh changed to like I said, silver, and it is crumpled on the ground. Roxana, you are still a plant.
You wouldn't have been immune to the sleep.
Well, they might have been on a stat block.
Yeah, has the effects. It has the stats of a doppelganger, but it is immune to charmed. You are, what did I say? Plant. What number was that? I can't remember.
31, I think.
Until the start of your turn. So, all right. So you would
Oh, I'm
actually,
back. Okay.
as your turn comes to you, you turn back into a person. Kind of shaken up, but
All the shit that happened that nobody got to solve.
yeah. But you do have your full turn because it was at the start of it. So,
Oh, good. I thought I was to play till the end. Look at that. I'll be like, today has sucked. And now this owl bear who like we're trying to be friends with is rampaging around. I don't know what to do. I really don't want to hurt this owl bear. There's really no way for me not to hurt this owl bear, is there?
Man, stab this fucking thing. or blast it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I hate myself. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at this owlbear.
okay. Well, first I want to see that D100 or D20 first. Is
Fireball.
that's essentially three of them, correct?
Yeah.
I have to roll all 3?
Well,
No,
it's
it's
one
just once,
spell,
yeah.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just the spell thingy first, though, right?
Correct.
I mean, I had to roll 3 of those. Yeah, I know I gotta hit the thing.
You all roll 3 to hit, but
11.
well, we'll see if you roll 3 first. Roll that D100, please.
Can I just donate mine to Marie? Because I know she wants to. Fine. Roll.
The anticipation.
Mhm. 77.
Oh. I'll let the scorching
every time.
I'll let the scorching rays go off first, but go ahead and roll the scorching rays, and then we'll deal with the 77.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Mm. I can roll it 3 times. So first one's a 12.
Okay, hits.
Okay, 1 hit. Come on now. There we go. Been turned invisible. I've been turned into a plant, and now something else will happen. To hit. And sorry, 1 more. Last one there was a natural.
All right, so that one misses, but go ahead and roll 46 for the fire damage.
Hmm. $18.
All right. Now, also roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Those. She says after she rolled a natural one.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
So nothing happens.
hmm.
Had you had failed,
Great, thanks. Sure.
77, you would have cast polymorph on yourself. On a fail, you would have turned into a sheep until the spell's duration.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Still invisible. What is this? Going? Bad.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, yes. Yes. Something else. Yeah. I'm gonna toll the dead on this.
Can I see another D20 first?
Yes, because honestly, it's all I can do. It's all I do.
Well, wait a minute.
Last
Hold on.
spell.
How'd you do Scorching Ray? Wait, is this
Because she still has the her spells count as bonus.
Ah.
Yeah, that is no effect, and it fails. It's saving throw.
Great.
You had a fun time making this list of stuff,
Mhm.
Matt.
All right, here we go. Ooh, another 11. 11 points of necrotic.
11 necrotic. All right. With that, it is the owlbear's turn, and it is taking abuse after abuse. And since it already has come through this door and it's already wide enough for it, it is going to make a skedaddle out of here. If anybody wants to swing on it, they can.
No.
I just mouthed
No,
here in my
Sure,
Never-
I'll take
an
my
enemy
opportunity.
trying to
attack.
go home.
And with my booming, well, right, yeah. Who's this? Well, I never read The Art of War, so
Yeah.
So you
So-
booming blading it?
that's right.
All right, go for it, and just roll that D20 first.
All right.
I'd do
It
a
is an
regular.
11.
And roll that D100, please.
Great.
I am. You gonna?
31.
31. All right. Don't know. I'm not familiar with that spell. All right. So go ahead and roll your booming blade.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm gonna peace because I have work. I have to
Okay.
wake up at 30.
Yeah.
We're just about to wrap up anyway. 18 will hit.
All right.
Good
So
night.
I'll take the,
Good
have a
night.
That and then an 8 as well.
So as this owlbear starts to leave, it gets shielded with booming energy, and as it starts to break through the door, it kind of and crumbles before it can actually complete
I
its
did it
journey.
a favor. I did it a favor. Mercy killing.
However, it was just going to run away, but you do cast Blink on yourself. So roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence.
No, you're ethereal plane. No, the astral. Or I think it's ethereal plane.
Yeah. So
yeah, but we're kind of out of combat.
Yeah,
or
so
are we?
just roll a d20 just for shits and giggles.
For the next, every 6 seconds, I'm fucking blinking in that. All right, so you know what? That's what I'll do.
We're
So it was a minute. So
We are
And you're still invisible, so no one sees you.
oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even think about that. But yeah.
So we'll see if you do blink in and out. But
so I rolled 10 of them just for like what it would be for every.
Okay.
What it would look like here. So yes, no, no. Why didn't it pull out? What is it? Okay, so
yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, it won't expand? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, let's say you're blinking in and out 5 times and no one sees you, so no one can actually tell anyway. However, that is the end of combat. And we're actually going to end the session here because, but yeah, you come up. There is a dead doppelganger, a dead bugbear. There's a dead owlbear. There is a live Gungeon Rockseeker conscious, and we will pick up next session as both of our visible parties come back to visibility. And Lolly turns back into Lolly's form. That is where we will pick up next week.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
Great.
that was some interesting rolls and
yeah, there was some little fudging going on there.
But yeah, that was quite a session.
I'm glad
we get cracked one time for 31 points, though. And the motherfucker beat me in initiative, so we got the fucking extra damage and shit.
Yeah, it was
with a disadvantaged roll, critical ones.
Yes.
Because we're still freaking invisible.
It's at 31. I was like, no fucking way.